guys, good day and welcome to my YouTube channel. Today we are going to be reviewing my 2022 read, and to be honest, I read 50 books this year and I am so proud of that. Like, look at my stack! For someone that didn't have book collection in 2021, this is big improvement for me. And even though my 50 book is not like totally hard copies, I read all the soft copies, and this is going to be in two parts. I'm going to review the hard copies for this video, and in the next one we'll be reviewing the soft copies. Alright, and I can't wait to go live with you guys. So let's get right into it. For the first book, I'm going to be reviewing the Half of a Yellow Sun by Chimamanda Adichie, and this is a popular book. Like, it is acclaimed, it has a movie and stuff. It is big. When books are big, this is big. So Chimamanda is a popular story that tells the story of the Biafra War through fictional lens, and it really tells you the story not from the war front perspective, rather from the family, how the war affected the family, how the war changed lives of many people, and you get to see inside, you get to know more about the Biafra War, you get to know what happened during the war, especially from someone like me that wasn't really affected by the war because I'm Yoruba. And this tells the story of Igbo people through their own lens, a story by person. One part of this book that I really love has to be the acknowledgement, and it's one thing that has stayed with me. Let me even read an excerpt. It says, "Today I see it all, dry wire thin in sand and dust of the dry months, headstone on tiny debris of passionate courage, Chinua Achebe for Mango Seedling, in Christmas in Biafra and other poems." So you already know, like from the first page, you already know what to expect, because Biafra and Chinua Achebe is a well-acclaimed writer. In fact, one of the best literary giants in Africa, in the world. If you don't know Chinua Achebe, you can't talk to me about books. Fact, simple, straight up. And at the end, I think there's a particular place at the end. Okay, yes, the author's note is always, this book is based on the Nigeria Biafra War of 1967 to 1970. While some of the characters are based on actual persons, their portrayals are fictitious as are the events surrounding them. I have listed below the books most used in the angelicized spelling Igbo for Igbo that helped in my research. I owe much thanks to their authors, in particular Chukwuemeka Ike, Sunset at Dawn. So in case you want to know more about their Biafra, I would advise you to read Chukwuemeka Ike's book and Flower Rock's Never Again. However, I could not have written this book without my parents, my wise and wonderful father, Professor Umuoye James Adichie. Ended his many story towards Aga Ijoka, which in my literature translation is War is Very Ugly. He and my defending and my devoted mother, Mrs. Ifeoma Grace Adichie, have always wanted me to know. I think that what matters is not what they went through, but that they survived. I'm grateful to them for their stories and for so much more. I salute my Uncle Michael E.N. Adichie, who was wounded while fighting the 21st Battalion of the Biafran Army, and who spoke to me of his experience with much grace and humor. I salute also the sparkling memories of my uncle C.Y. Cyprian Odigwe, who fought until the Biafra Commandos. My cousin Paulie, who shared his memories of his life in Biafra as a 13-year-old, and my friend Okla, who will now not clutch this under his arm as he did the last. Thanks to my family, Talks Oromile and Arinze Maduka, Chisom and Amaka Sonny. Don't let me bore you, but I'm just telling you that this book is the best thing. It is not my best Chimamanda book, but it is good. So let's go to my best Chimamanda's book. My best Chimamanda's book is Americana, and I'm very happy I read it this year, because guys, this book is literally wonders. Like, see, I know this book looks like bulky and it looks like something you can finish, but I finished this book in 2 days because I was obsessed. I was literally obsessed. I've read it before, but like reading it again, I opened my eye and I was like, what? I missed this. Did I miss this? Because this is class. This book tells a story, like its name, Americana. It tells a story of a Nigerian girl who left Ifemelu, who left Nigeria to the US to complete her studies. And I love interest of Binze. So it takes us on their journey on different paths, the different lives, the way the Nigerian diaspora, and how hard it is to adapt in a new environment, and how the Africans are treated abroad. Also, it talks about racism and literally stuff Nigerian people face when you're trying to go to countries outside Nigeria. And let me tell you, ah, if somebody did justice to book, if somebody did justice to book, it has to be Adichie, because this book is class. This book is it's really good. It's really really good because I enjoyed every bit of it, and I'll tell you to try it out. Seriously, try it out. It's really really good. I got it for I don't know. I can't remember. I think oh no, I got this one as a gift during Chimamana's birthday, and it's still very proud of it. I also bought this one at my local bookstore, and it is really really good. So I think you should try it out. Chimamana's book. And up next is also my all-time favorite of this year. I've read a lot of books this year, but I think the next book actually deserves a round of applause before I even bring it up because it is second class citizen by Buchi Emecheza. See, excuse the fact that it's rough because I read it over 3 times this year. Ma'am, respect. Respect, because guys, I know some people don't like reading fiction. I know like a lot of people find reading tedious. Not for me though, yeah, I'll be easy, but you see this book? Every single page is class. Even though I cried. Yes, I cried because this book was tearful. But no, for real. Buchi Emecheta did justice in telling the story of an African woman surviving domestic abuse, surviving being the provider of your family, and still being treated as nothing. Make sure you try Buchi Emecheta's second class citizen. I also want to read another book by the same author. I think that is Pride. I forgot book. Buchi Emecheta has other books. Let me try and see. I don't remember that book, but we'll go and check it out. So try had Buchi Emecheta's second class citizen. It's really, really good, really good, and it's short. So if you want Chimamada's book in a short form, and it has that tells a story about girl power and tells a story of the African woman in different light. Check it. It's class. It's justice. It's literature. So our next book is 2 books I got for my birthday gift. Shout out to Zainab. Thank you. This book's made a big part of my year. I got these books as birthday gift, and she knows how I am literally obsessed with Agatha Christie. I'm not going to lie. I'm a crime romance girly. I like serial killers and stuff. And you see this book? I'm a big fan of Emperor, but you see this book is not just it. I'm sorry. I love Agatha Christie so much, so it pains me to come here and say a book is not it. And this book, you see this one, look at it very well. So in case you're going to your next bookstore, it's not it. Don't buy it. Ah, God. It looks like I'm bashing my idol, but we have to say the truth. So the book 4 is a combination of 4 stories that were previously written in magazines by Agatha Christie, then they were combined. This book follows 4 different people that were supposed to take over the world through one man, and Emperor, Agatha Christie popular main character, was supposed to stop them. Now, did he stop them? Yes. Did he do it in a sensible way? No. I'm a big fan of Agatha Christie, but nah, this book didn't do it for me. It just felt like the book was disjointed. I am a big fan of Emperor, so it just felt like he didn't know what he was doing. It just felt like the thing just miraculously worked for him at the end. And actually, yes, I was so happy to discover that Emperor is a twin in this book. Oh God, that's a blooper book. I was happy to discover that, but the rest of the story just seemed kind of shaky, and I'm not a fan. Sorry, I'm not a fan. This was just a simple. In fact, think about 10, and it's because I'm a big fan of Agatha Christie. Now, talking about Agatha Christie, the second book is perfect. Not perfect like the best Agatha Christie, but it's something. Like it's good. It's good. Oh yeah. Now, this is Halloween party, and it tells a story of a death that happened during a party on Halloween. Someone died, and it falls on Emperor to find the killer. And let me tell you, you will not even suspect who the killer is at the end. That is one thing. But it was good. It was classy. The writing was stopped. You know, the usual corny Agatha Christie writing, and it was really really good. But at the same time, it was not just like it did hit the mark of excellent work for me. See, let me give you an advice. If you're looking for excellent work from Agatha Christie, number 1 you should read is Murder on Orient Express. Yes, that book is yes. But this one is good though. You can read it though, but it's not just as good as Murder on Orient Express or Death on the Nile or And there were none. Yes, those books are really really good. This is also good, but just a 5 over 10 for me. It's average. I don't know why. Something just didn't hit with me. That's it. And for our next book is Dear Ijewele, A Feminist Manifesto by Chimamanda Adichie. I'm a big fan of Chimamanda. Sorry. And I intend to get a whole collection. So this book is just a short novel or a short essay that Amanda wrote to a friend that just gave it on basics of feminism. So if you're interested in feminism and you want to know more about feminists, please really try it out because you get to know it. You become a feminist. I'm convinced that when I want to make someone a feminist, I just tell them to go and read this book and you see that feminism is not man hating or feminism is not, it's just asking to be treated like humans. And I don't care if you have anything against it, that's you and that's on you. But this book is really good. It's really, really good. And it's introduced to basics of feminism and you will love it. Thank you. And to the last book on our stack is The Donor by Samson Shobayo. I'm not going to lie to you. I don't like this book. Although, maybe the reason I didn't like it was because we had to pay for it in class. But trust me, I read everything. And we were to use it to write a script. So I used it to learn screenwriting. And it was cliche. It was usual Nigerian banter. And no. If I see this book outside, I will not buy it. I'm sorry. But I don't like it. I'm sorry. I don't like this book at all. But if you want to introduce your children to reading, or you want them to like kind of reading, or you're in the health related field and you want to learn more about kidney issues or heart transplants, it's very, very educative on that. But like in literature, no. And the last book for me is Arrow of God by Chinua Achebe. I love Chinua Achebe so much, but unfortunately I haven't completed this book. So we'll definitely do a review when I'm done with it, and I'll give you guys the basics, to it, the class, the review and stuff, and I can't wait to do that with you guys. So you can also check it out. So maybe when I'm doing the review, you'll also know more about it. So, and that is all on my 2022. That's not all, but like that's my hard copy on my 2022 reads, and I can't wait for you to come so I share the soft copies for you guys. Like, trust me, this was a really James lie, and that's what the book is. And trust me, these books are so great that I can't wait to share them with you guys. So reading for me 2022 was a big deal for me, and I explored different genres. I am normal mystery, crime, thriller girly. I read more romance, I read more historical fiction, and I read more paranormal. And someone that I'm not a big fan of, like, I do not really know more about superstitions, and this book just introduced me to, and I was like, not bad. So yes, I can't wait to go on this journey with you guys, and I know you're going to enjoy every bit of it. I remain Missy, other Mister, and this is Books and Bands. See you same time, same station next week. Can't wait to review. Love, get.